This is a side note at the beginning of the video. Capture card that we have been using essentially kicked the bucket. It started by just giving us corrupted video, which is also why we don't have any video for this. I've already ordered a new one, and it actually has streaming capability. I don't know how we're going to set that up or if it's going to be anytime soon, but enjoy the rest of the video knowing that more content should come once things stop going wrong, I guess.
Welcome to Comrades Podcast. I'm the Quake.
And I'm Sulferno.
And we are sorry we can't upload the last few episodes of Ratchet Deadlocked. We did do the recording, and then the files got corrupted somehow. So we're doing this podcast episode instead to keep you guys with content until we can figure out our schedules a bit better, because right now I have no days off, and Soul is really busy as well, and we're just having a hard time getting time to actually record any. But again, we're going to do our best to keep content coming and not making you guys wait for at least 2 to 3 weeks at best. But if it's long like that, we apologize in advance. Things are kind of hectic right now.
Yeah, our climate doesn't really allow for a lot of things like yard work and housework until the warmer seasons. So once the warmer seasons come, depending on how built up the tasks are, it can be quite a long wait for how long until my schedule's freed up. But I'm plugging away.
We are thinking about what we could do when we're not in the same place, and we're trying to figure out a whole system for that. But we're still kind of juggling Ratchet, and we want to move on to Salt in Sanctuary, our next series.
And one thing that's, like, in the last podcast, we promised you that we would finish the Ratchet Deadlocked, and I do want to, but we're going to have to record for a third time to get you guys the content. So, for now, we're stuck with the podcasts, but before we move on to Salt and Sanctuary, I really would like to get the Deadlocked finished.
No, that will be coming up after Deadlock.
I know, I'm just really afraid of it more bad stuff happening. First time, our audio decided not to record all the way through. And then this time, the
video file.
Yeah. We ain't been having the best of luck.
I just think the end of, the last area in Deadlocked is just cursed.
I think we're not supposed to be getting our second full series done. But,
well, like I said, we have to do what we have to do to try and keep the viewers, you guys, content as much as we can.
And currently that's going to be in the form of more podcasts.
Yeah.
Because what we're able to do with podcasts is we can talk or give you guys the updates about what's going on and stories of our past gaming things
or stuff we've experienced in our life that are kind of funny, and some gaming news here and there. Oh, did you see the new model for the Switch that's coming out?
Yeah, the Super Disappointment.
I think it was the OMLED.
Did you hear about Hightail news?
Yes.
I'm freaking annoyed, but at the same time excited. Like, on one hand, a longer wait. But on the other hand, the reason for the wait is they've expanded it even further from what they were originally going to do.
Yeah.
Which is incredible, but at the same time, come on! Give me the game! I want to buy stock on their company. I can't get much. But they have the Minecraft server thing going that's just gonna keep them fine. And then there's they are fans of the games and everything they make, so long as they don't turn corporate, should be amazing.
Before how not sold out.
So long as they don't go the way of EA.
Or Microsoft in general.
To be fair, Microsoft was always more of a computer company.
Well, yeah, but
They just got very corrupt once
It,
they found out that there were money in video games.
the thing about it right now is that they're pushing titles that should have more time to be made to come out sooner.
Yeah, and then you get Cyberpunk.
Well, yeah, I mean,
And everyone was super hype about Cyberpunk, and then they decided, hey, so we're gonna make you go,
it's a good game. But I had to wait almost six. I'm still waiting for a full year to pass for updates and patches to be a.
yeah,
Because it took No Man's Sky a long time
to get decent.
to get good. Like I played it recently and it is actually really good.
I mean, that's the one where now you can raise pets, right? And get giant ones. It's the alien planets, right?
Yeah, and you discover a bunch of stuff and you get to name it and everything, even planets.
Yeah, I was interested in the alien species because I really, really did want to grow a giant, like, Brachiosaurus thing. That would be fun.
Oh yeah, your some small addiction with dinosaurs.
It's more towards dragons now, mind you, but I have not seen a dragon in their alien sci-fi thing. Should there be a dragon in their alien sci-fi thing, I may have to pick it up because having a pet giant dragon is probably enough of a draw.
That'd be DLC.
Or just a really, really good random creature gen.
Actually, I think if you get it on Steam, there's a mod that adds dragons.
Probably.
Like I'm pretty sure that exists.
But speaking of dragons, there's more Minecraft stuff that's been coming out.
Oh yeah.
The modding community has returned!
Finally.
Which is really surprising, but also kind of not at the same time. Because you got the Caves and Cliffs update, that made a whole huge draw back to the game. But they're going for the previous version, mostly, for their mod packs, which is kind of weird. I imagine a lot of them wanted to, decided they wanted to just inch up.
But I think it's more of a rights issue than anything. Because, like, if you think about it, Microsoft and Mojang still own the rights to the whole game. And I think modders need to pay for rights to... No?
No, that's like never been a thing. The main problem is if they're modding things into a basically cutting into something else that the company wants to do. Like that's the reason that Skyrim Together was shot down. It's like, but we're making an MMO. Yeah, I don't care about the MMO. I want Skyrim with Quake. Stop killing multiplayer Skyrim. I just want Skyrim.
I mean, there's still people playing Skyrim Together.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like...
Yeah, the only problem is if we do want to do it, we'd have to make our own server.
Yeah, and then there's also the
and that's expensive.
And there's also the fact that it's got a glitch, like a lot of glitches still. They haven't perfected it, and they're probably not terribly close either.
Well, they're still improving on the tethered thing. Like, it's mostly gone, but there's still like a really long distance cap because it's not that it like prevents you from going far away, it'll just crash the game.
They're not perfect, but they are miles ahead of the last people to try it.
Yeah.
Which is really surprising. One guy just...
Also, Ars Magica 2 is being updated finally.
My favorite Minecraft mod. The thing that complements every single magic mod in Minecraft because of the way you can just progress
There has been no other news about when the updates will be released or whatnot, as far as I can tell. But I think the first update will be for 1.16.
The Ars Magica 2?
Yeah. 16.
Yeah.
I mean...
That's also... I'm pretty sure 1.16 also has a dragon mod that I really want to try.
Yeah. I mean... Wasn't that like,
It reminded me of How to Train Your Dragon, but it wasn't How to Train Your Dragon Dragons.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a disappointment because the Wildebeest. Come on.
My favorite dragon in that show, that movie and series is Screaming Death.
Which is still kind of surprising.
It looks cool.
Yes, but like you've got the Screaming Death, which it's white and then red eyes and stuff, and I get that it's a tunneling dragon, but at the same time, you then have giant blue ice mammoth. How is the giant blue ice mammoth not your thing? You love the cold. It's blue crystal stuff. It's a mammoth looking thing.
It's not truly crystal, it's just ice.
I know, but it's very blue. And cold. And you like the cold.
Well, yeah, because I am a Nord, but I don't want to be associated with ice. I just want to be associated with crystals.
Yeah, but like, real life speak, that's your dragon, man. That is your dragon. You're a giant, it's a giant, it works. You'd be able to be cold in the summer.
Or I would just make permanent winter a thing with that thing.
Yeah, you can have permanent winter on your property. I am currently enjoying the fact that there's a sun in the sky.
I am not. As currently speaking, I am sweating a lot.
And my phone is getting very warm. So I'm going to have to keep it in the shade now.
Because it's in the sun.
Yes, and it is very dark.
But we know what Soul likes to do. Praise the sun!
I would say it's more along the lines of take the power of the sun.
No. Oh, man, you missed the reference.
I know it's a reference to Dark Souls. And praise the sun is great, except I still have no idea where to get the emote. Like I've seen people who get the emote, and it's really weird to just never.
You have to buy it, I think.
Maybe.
Because there's an emote store.
Why? Screw that. Just give me a skin store for Monster Hunter Rise where I can make my little bug a dragon.
Yeah.
I would much rather have a tiny, like, Rathalos on my arm instead of a bug.
To be fair, the emote store thing kind of started with RPGs.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think the first time I first saw an emote store was in Destiny 1 in 2012.
I've never seen an emote store because many years were spent
Offline.
Yeah, with like no internet.
Like, he had the worst satellite internet in the world. Data cap everything. Throttle everything.
Yeah.
We could barely watch YouTube videos with it.
and
then there was the point where, wasn't it your brother and you were literally fighting over the internet?
Yeah, at one point I had my older brother who we could strike a balance. We were able to strike a balance sometimes for like videos and things like that. But my eldest brother tended to randomly try to do online gaming, and our internet would go from like the entire month's worth to none in a week at most.
I would reach the data cap on because I had the same provider you had, and I was playing World of Warcraft and all that when I had it.
Yeah, but World of Warcraft is an ancient game.
Well, yeah, I was also playing Destiny Online on the Xbox 360.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Well, no, that lasted for 2 weeks. If I just did Destiny.
That's kind of surprising.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you weren't doing a whole lot of other things using the internet.
I was just playing by myself mostly on Destiny.
Yeah, but like videos and whatnot.
Because I'm a loner.
Yeah,
I have no friends.
Hey!
Online, anyway.
I mean, yeah, online friends are very difficult to keep.
Oh, no, it's just, I don't like...
And to be fair, you're not very, cooperative in MMOs.
Get good, screw up.
I do enjoy those stories, though.
Yeah, they're pretty funny.
Yeah, go ahead and tell the one with the dodging.
Dodging. Which game?
The one where you went on a raid with a whole bunch of people and
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. So I was playing World of Warcraft, and before Warlords of Draenor expansion came out, I was playing the Pandoria expansion. And there's this one raid, and everyone just, there was no communication with the whole team, and I'm like, oh, okay, but that my team kept constantly dying, and the more I stayed with the team, the more I just died, so I decided to go off on my own, and I was kicking butt with just being on my own, because I'm used to being solo. Well, then they decided, oh no, you can't be alone, you gotta be a support. I'm like, I'm a DPS warlock. I don't support. I damage.
yeah, to be fair, you're also not supposed to like be good on your own, but you dodge instead of get hit.
Okay. Dodging in World of Warcraft is a stat. It is not an action you can do in the game.
Wow, you built your character weird then.
Yeah. I had good gear.
Fair enough.
But anyway, I managed, well, but that, and it just kept tether, and it was just so annoying, and I'm like, I vow to never play a raid with people I don't know ever again. Because I was part of this solo guild. And normally when I would go with people on the solo guild, we'd all go our separate directions in a raid, and we'd win. We would win, because they're used to doing stuff alone as well. Which was awesome. We would plan on areas we would target, and if we needed to retreat, the other person can go in by themselves and fight, and while the other heals. It was nice.
Yeah, but that literally is a setup for zero communication.
Yeah.
When everyone's thing is just going off on your own, you don't tend to have cohesion.
But that's it's frustrating when you have a friend and people trolling you from completing a raid.
Didn't you at one point join this like smaller guild of like 20 or 30 people specifically after getting so frustrated with going with random groups?
Oh yeah, that was before I joined the solo. There's this I can't remember the name of the guild, but the people in there were all noobs, and they recruited me because they wanted to go on raids and they needed a high enough level player to go on them. So I went, okay, sure, we'll try, but one thing is that I'm frontlines, you know. And what, strangely enough, there was like 15 people in the guild that was support, healing support. And it was funny.
I mean, so long as you're a tank, that works.
Well, no, I wasn't a tank. I was a glass cannon.
So long as you don't get one shot, that works.
Yeah, but the raids they were doing were low level for my character.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So, like, literally, when an enemy from that right specific raid would hit me, it was a tink. Is that it? I summon meteor! And then the meteor would turn into a golem!
The one experience I have with World of Warcraft was basically I didn't know how to play the game at all. Apparently, when you start the game, you're supposed to go to a specific like starting quest line thing, and it'll like tell you how to actually play the game.
You
I
skipped
just didn't. and I didn't know how to like do anything in the game. I just wanted to explore, and then I immediately got lost. However, I did find a small group of other people who were in similar situations, and we were all in an area where we were far too low level to be in, and we actually, by sticking together, managed to not die. And We thought we were progressing through the game and stuff, but no, you're really supposed to use the quests.
That's where all the experience really is the quests. I mean, yeah, it's good to grind monsters for extra XP, but, like, quests, man. They give the most.
Yeah, and like I get that now, but at the same time, fighting a giant crab thing that just is way above the level you're supposed to be at, and winning after like 3 hours of fighting it.
What class were you?
I can't remember, but my spawn was in a large tree area.
You were an elf. Okay.
I'm pretty sure I went with magic, but I don't remember any
Were
of
you a wizard?
Maybe? I don't remember half of the stuff that I did.
What year did you play it on?
Uh,
Was it during the Burning Crusade expansion?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I was young. I was playing the free.
You were
I was
probably
playing on the free.
You were probably playing Cataclysm then, or Burning Crusade. It's one of those two. Because Cataclysm, I think, was the first expansion, and Burning Crusade is the second.
I just know that it was a very long time ago, and that I didn't know what I was doing, and those other people didn't know what they were doing, and we got into a lot of trouble.
Right. Well, like on Neverwinter MMORPG, in that one, you actually have a dodge button. And I joined a raid.
This is the story I was talking about.
Yeah. So I joined a raid that it said my character was level 4, but the raid did not specify that the levels increased from there. So while I'm dodging every attack possible and attacking as much as I can using all of my abilities, everything, potions, what have you, I got stuck at level 38 with a level 45 raid boss, the final raid boss. And everyone was basically the same level I was. And I was a ranger. Their main thing is just bow and arrow. But anyway, so we're fighting it. We get it down to half health, and then that's when the whole team starts dying off. And the leader of the guild that I joined, well, not joined the guild, but I joined their team because they needed a range.
On the raid.
Yeah, they needed a DPS ranged on the raid. So, as me and him are alone fighting the raid boss finally manages to kill the leader of the guild because he couldn't live long enough for the cooldown on his healing potion. So, I was only left. I had I think it was 45 healing potions left, and I had 99 when I started it.
Can I point out just how bad of grammar you started that sentence with?
Don't be a grammar Nazi. But anyway, so I'm dodging all these massive attacks and everything, rolling, burning through my stamina, running around while attacking at the same time. And then it took me a full 3 hours to kill the level 45 raid boss. But the whole guild that was watching me fight this boss at such a level to where he could almost one-shot me were cheering me on the whole 3 hours. And it was the best experience of my life. Also, the guild later was just calling bullshit.
My experience with World of Warcraft was not knowing how to access even half of the menus.
You need to know how to access the menus.
Yeah, I learned that years later when I saw a thing about how to play World of Warcraft, and it was a minute or two long, and it basically said, you open this menu to get to this menu to get to this menu to get to this menu, and then that's in that menu group, but then there's these menus, and I'm just like, no. That's not a game I want to play. I am glad I didn't understand any of that. Menus, the game.
That's it for us for today. Thank you for watching our podcast episode. If you liked our podcast episode, we'd appreciate it if you subscribed and gave our video a like, so our videos can entertain other potential viewers.
And hopefully we can get that finale of Ratchet Deadlocked done at some kind of reasonable point. But it would really help if you did the sharing on not every place, but pick a video that you really like. Maybe the start of the Ratchet Deadlock series, maybe the start of the Star Wars series. Just pick one you really like. Say, hey, check out this new channel. And hopefully we can get to a point where we can start having some real fun on the channel. Expand our video output, things like that.
Yeah. I mean, it would be cool to, like, be able to involve some other people in the channel.
Yeah, like, one of the things we were looking at, it's far down the pipeline, most likely, but one thing we did talk about at one point was opening a Minecraft server.
Yeah.
And part of the debate was, vanilla or modded? Vanilla or modded? But if we do that, it's probably going to be when we do a Minecraft series.
Vanilla modded.
No, I don't know why, but I despise vanilla modded. If you're gonna mod, you better mod, okay? But yeah, find something you really enjoy from the channel, show it to a few people, and hopefully we can get to do some cool stuff in the near future. Thanks for watching.
Yep. See you in the next video. And I'm the Quake.
I'm Sulfurno.
And have a nice day.